Well, everybody, I am happy to say I'm back after a short hiatus thanks to some dirtbags on the internet who took my channel down. And today we're going to talk about what exactly happened, how I resolved it, and how I can stop it from happening in the future. So, backing up about 2 weeks ago, I got an email from Mr. Beast. And it said Mr. Beast was conducting a new competition. He was looking for influencers and video creators to have a big battle. And I thought, sure, why not? I get inundated. But I also get legitimate requests from people who email me saying, hey, can you build a truck for me? Hey, can you review this? You know what they say, that you miss all of the shots you don't take. Well, as soon as I clicked that link, and I got a little suspicious. But the damage was done, and YouTube quickly took my channel down, which you guys most likely saw. I was doing this on the tarmac, about to take off to fly to Lisbon, and needless to say, it was a stressful time. I did some research. I clicked the link that I came up with that showed me how to recover a lost account, which took me in a circle of death within YouTube, where they denied me and they said you got to reapply, and just a whole bunch of drama. And that's where the story begins. Shortly after discovering that I had been hacked, I created a post that I could put up on Instagram, because I still had access to Instagram and to Facebook, obviously, because they are separate from Google. And I got a lot of response from everyone. In fact, that was a shining point for me. A highlight was the outpouring of support I got from everyone saying, bro, we're behind you. We'll find you when your new channel appears. People telling me, don't worry, you got this, persevere, you will find a way through. And quite honestly, in my heart, I kind of knew that I would figure this out and I would be back. So I wasn't sweating it all that much. Well, I also got messages from people saying, message me, I can help you resolve this. This is what I do. I fix this channel. I fix this channel. I had channels messaging me saying, hey, you need to reach out to this guy. And in my state of panic and confusion, I did that. And I had what I presumed was a white hat hacker, which is like the good guys, helping me take down the black hats, the bad guys. Well, so this white hat, that we'll call him, reached out to me and said, we can resolve this. I found your channel on the dark web. It's for sale. I've identified who has it, how they got it, and what we can do to get rid of them. And I thought, sweet. Because at this point, YouTube really wasn't responding. The way to get a hold of YouTube was to actually go onto Twitter and tweet at them, or X, and tweet at them, and they would private message you, and you could contact them there. It all seemed very cloak and dagger and kind of weird. I'm like, we can't do this through Google? So we proceeded down that route. This guy looked totally legitimate. I know, once again, I'm an idiot. And he said, look, this hacker has used an exploit to get into your account. And we can use an exploit that we can purchase off the dark web to undo his connection and release your account from his grasp. We can get this code. I've got to purchase off the dark web. It's a one-time use code that will free you up from their grasps, and you can take back your account. I just need $200. I was already starting to get suspicious, but at this point I thought, $200, what have I got to lose? If I can get my account back, I can stop worrying and spending time on it while I'm out in Morocco, supposedly building and testing this blazer. And my alarm bells start going off. They were constantly emailing me, where are you? We need updates. We've got this guy on the run. And crafting this story that I quasi-believed or wanted to believe. And I woke up the next morning to an email from them saying, where were you? We freed your account. You weren't available. He's now taken it back. And so they said, we missed our opportunity. We need to pay another $200 to get that code because the previous one expired. Who knows? Once again, I tell you, I'm not a hacker, so I was kind of just flying by the seat of my pants on this one. So regardless, I held off on paying them the $200 because I was busy at that point. And then I started getting emails from the hacker. Hey, I'm the dude who's got your account. I'm gonna make you suffer. Your guys are making my life hell. I can't believe you're doing this to me, and all this BS. And I started thinking, you know, there is a strong possibility that the hacker and the white hat hacker are the same person, just trying to scam me from two different sides. I had this guy asking for money, and I had this guy asking for money. And so, needless to say, my radar was firing. And so I finally sent them another $200. I had a budget of about $500. I was willing to gamble on this. And yeah, that's what I did. I gambled it. Yell at me in the comments down below, but let me know what you would have done differently. Meanwhile, I was still trying to communicate with YouTube on Twitter, which I don't use X I just never have, and I don't go on it, I don't use it, so I had an account that was like 8 years old that I had to go into and get going, so that was a whole drama. And keep in mind, I'm in the Sahara Desert. I have very limited cell coverage, and so I'm sitting there staring at my phone, waiting for it to refresh in the middle of the desert. It was not ideal. Apparently, this is a big problem. People get hacked all the time, that's another video unto itself. So the ball was in their court, I was at their mercy, and the other hacker had told me for $1,000 he'd release the account back to me. I sure as heck wasn't going to pay that guy, because screw him. And the hackers that I was paying, I was just like, maybe these are the good guys that are helping me, you know, the white knights going out and taking down the bad guys, just the goodness of their hearts. And I still, you know, the optimist in me wants to believe that was the case. Meanwhile, YouTube had slowly been responding, and they were asking all kinds of pertinent information about my account ID, my email that I used, all this stuff that I couldn't access because I couldn't access my account. So now I've got YouTube requesting information I can't get. I've got these guys telling me they can get my account. I've got this guy telling me he's going to ruin my life, and I'm still in Morocco. I put in my problem into ChatGPT. I said, look, I can't find my channel identifier code. I can't find this, can't find that. And ChatGPT said, you need to go into the Internet Archives and you need to do a source code inspection, and you need to search for this identifier, and you'll find it that way. After a couple hours of trying and inspecting what I call the dark space, which is where all the code is written, I was able to find an ID code that looked to be right. So I started ignoring the other hacker, and they started to get more and more angry, and their emails became more and more demanding. You know, like they were going to scare me into giving them more money. I don't know what their MO was, but regardless, they were making a lot of noise, but I was making progress with YouTube, and I was making noise within the Instagram, Facebook community. I get an email from YouTube saying, this is your YouTube identifier. We just need to know what your email is. So I finally figured out I may have all the pieces here. And so I submitted my email and my identifier code through this link that I'd got through Twitter that sent me to this form that I had to fill out and detail exactly what happened, and I waited. Meanwhile, I was still getting pinged by the hackers. I hadn't heard from the bad guy for a while, which kind of made me concerned. So I went and I deleted everything that had any attachment to bank accounts, other email accounts. I just erased my presence on the web, basically, to try and make sure that nothing was going to happen with the bad guy stealing all my stuff. So fast forward, that went on a couple of days, and then I get an email saying, you're in. Expect your account to be back up. We're going to resolve everything. You're good. I went and checked, and yeah, the channel was back. So what did I learn from all this, and what could I pass on? I guess the only way to get a hold of YouTube is to go through Twitter or X. Tag them in that, or whatever you do to get their attention, and follow the directions. And if you are watching this right now, and if you are a YouTuber, take your ID code, write it down, and hide it somewhere specific so you have that when they require it. Go and turn on two-factor authorization. Go and turn on backups. Go and turn on alternate IDs that they accept. And do not click on links from people claiming to be Mr. Beast who only have Gmail accounts. If you are in this position, if you're a YouTuber, has found yourself on my channel because you got screwed too, contact through Twitter. Do not respond to any hackers. Memorize your ID code before it goes down, or put it somewhere safe, and make sure all of your authentication and backups are locked down and secure. Thank you guys for listening to this little diatribe explanation. Go over to merricksgarage.com and see what I'm doing and building. We've got bumpers now, we've got seat brackets, we've got roll cages, I've got a whole line of new merch coming out. Things are popping, things are happening, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. Thanks for being here. We'll talk to you soon. Peace.